Hello there, my name is Peter Thompson and this is one of my teaching DVDs, and it's asking the question, should one have a forward press? A forward press is when the golfer addresses the ball and then just before the takeaway starts the hands go forward. I don't think it's a good plan, because if you move your hands forward then you're starting a movement with your hands, and then you'll probably start your backswing also with your hands. Almost none of my pupils after a few lessons have a forward press. They're all encouraged to have their left arm club in line, right hand drops down, then the turn, hip turn, shoulder turn takes the arms back and the arms then push away from the body. So I don't think there should be a forward press. Let's go and look at my computer screen and look at some of the best golfers who've ever lived, and some people I teach who are also phenomenal good golfers, and let's see if they have a forward press. This is Seve Ballesteros, a fantastic Spanish golfer, and he won 2 Opens and 2 Masters. This is Seve on the 18th hole at Rawlins St Anne's in 1979, about to win the Open. Watch the glove. See if the glove goes to the left or it goes straight back by turning. And there it goes, straight back. So Seve on this particular shot did not have a forward press. Fantastic hip turn, and I'll show you the rest of the swing. Just watch the finish. I encourage people to do this, hit the ball and almost walk after the ball. No forward press, walking down the fairway after the ball. One of my pupils, Liz Young, now plays on the Ladies European Tour, and the girl was +3 when she was an amateur, doing pretty well. And again, left arm unclubbed, dead in line. Let's see if there's a forward press. And there isn't. There's no need to. If you forward press, then you're changing the address position. So what is the point in addressing the ball and then changing it? This is the starting position. Turn round, stop, shift left, turn round, and what a superb impact position that is. Another of my pupils, playing off +3 at the moment, and again I encourage all my pupils to get the left arm club dead in line at address, so we don't need to have a forward press. Martin's just won his club championships by 18 shots, and he's won literally dozens of amateur tournaments, quite big ones. And what's the takeaway? May have moved a tiny fraction to the left that time. And again, a great impact position. So, forward presses, not a good plan. Let's go back now to the 1930s. and we're going to watch Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones was an amateur. He retired at the age of 28, having won the US Open, beating all the pros 4 times, the British Open, beating all the pros 3 times, the US Amateur 5 times, the British Amateur once. He thought, can't get better than that. I think I'll probably stop playing competitive golf. So he did. He then went on to build the Augusta National Golf Course. Let's see Bobby Jones as a forward press. And the answer is clearly he didn't. On purpose, Bobby Jones started back with his hips and his shoulders, and the hips and the shoulders simply took the arms back. No forward press. And a beautiful free-flowing golf swing. I could watch that all day long, it's superb. So you've seen 4 very good golfers, some of the best golfers who've ever lived, and they don't have a forward press. If your stance isn't very good, let's say you stand like that, then if you did that, I would encourage you to do one of 2 things. Either have a forward press and then start back, or move from there to there, and then you don't have to have a forward press. It's a movement in the swing you don't really need. Lots of golf swings contain movements that aren't really have any use whatsoever. For example, that's one of them, or that could be another one. You then have to stand back and then straighten your arms. So it's adding all these movements that you don't need in the swing. Often someone's swing looks really good, but on close examination there's maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 little things that are wrong. Add them all together and the result is a lack of consistency. So please use a mirror or a camera, or ask a friend to check there, because don't forget, you can't see down the shaft because the shaft is to your left and your head's in the middle. A lot of people do that. They look down the shaft, then when they start back they push their hands forward. Get someone to look, get that in line, and that will certainly make your takeaway much easier. Let's go and look at some more top golfers and see if they have this forward press. This is Jack Nicklaus when he was 19 years of age, and he won 18 major championships, which makes him, in my opinion, the best golfer who's ever played. So we'll see if he has a forward press. I guess you might know the answer, but we'll have a look anyway. I base all my lessons on simply watching how the best golfers play golf. If Jack Nicklaus had a forward press, and all the other ones that we've seen had a forward press, I'd teach that. If Jack Nicklaus was standing on one leg, then I'd teach all of my pupils to stand on one leg. I spent a long time, 40, 50 years, watching the best golfers and seeing what they do. And there's Jack Nicklaus, no forward press. Fantastic swing. Watch again. No forward press. Maybe he would have won 18 major championships or more with a forward press, but the fact is he won 18 without a forward press. And another of my pupils coming up now. This is a man called Mark Wickett, and he's a golf pro, taught him for a long time, and his best golf scores have been 62, 61 and 60. And when he scored 60, that was 12 under par in the pro competition. Fantastic score. Let's see if Mark has a forward press. Watch his hands on the crease of his trousers, and he didn't. Let's watch it again. No forward press. There's some movement in the swing that you simply don't need. Golf is a really hard game, as I'm sure you've discovered. If you're just starting to play golf, or you're a good golfer, you'll know that's a very, very hard game. And let's try and eliminate all of the movements in the swing you don't need. The ball position, for example. Play the ball in the same place all the time with all the clubs. It's just easier. Set your right foot square, turn the left foot out. That's how good golfers stand. And no forward press. Going to go back a long way in time now. We're going to go back to Walter Hagen, 1920s, and Walter Hagen won 11 major championships between 1914 and 1927, and his attitude for playing golf to me was fantastic. Just trust the ball, hit the ball, go and find it. If you lose it, fine, play another shot. If you lose a couple of holes, fine, go and win 3. And his attitude was superb. Let's see if Walter Hagen has a forward press. And if he did, I'll probably teach it. But he didn't. Same as Bobby Jones, look. Body turning, moving the arms move the club, no forward press. Superb. Let's move a long way forward now. Let's go to Justin Rose. And depending on what happens in America, I think probably today actually, he could now be the world's #1. I'm pretty sure he will be at some stage. And he deserves to be. He's a fantastic golfer and a very, very nice guy as well. I gave him a lesson 21 years ago now. Good golfer then, better golfer now. Still the same nice guy there. Let's watch the forward press. Watch the glove on his thigh, and that to me is fantastic. Let's go back again. Set in position, turn round. No forward press. I've shown you 8 golfers now. Some top pros, some top amateurs, and none of them had a forward press. And a nice balanced finish. I guess if you watched 1,000 golfers, you would certainly find some who have a forward press. It's not right, it's not wrong. I think it's something you don't need in the swing. On the putting green, some people have a forward press. Well, a putter typically has about 4 degrees of loft, which is not a lot of loft. 4 degrees, hard to see it. If you rest the ball and then have a forward press, you now probably have no degrees of loft. If your putting isn't too good and you don't strike the ball particularly well, take a note of what you do before you start the backswing. I see lots of fantastic golfers on the putting green, and what they do is they set their head to the ball first, and then they simply stand to the putter. They don't then go and ruin it by doing that, because there's no loft left. So that's my take on the forward press. I don't think you should have one, as you've probably gathered by now. I'm not saying it's wrong, I just don't like it. Address the ball, 75% of the shot, 75%. Backswing, 20%, that's 95%. Hitting the ball, just 5% of the shot. Turn. Turn, push your arms out, hinge. Turn, push your arms out, hinge. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've learned something from it. And I also hope you eliminate a forward press from your game if you have one. If you haven't got one, fantastic. This DVD hopefully will explain to you why you shouldn't have one. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.